A stepbrother and sister slept in the same bed every night with a curtain separating them. The girl could only fall asleep if she held a corner of her brother's shirt. She knew her brother didn't really like her that much, yet he was her only support in this oddly formed new family. Years ago, she moved into this house with her mother. No one knew her stepfather would turn out to be such a bad person. He began looking at her with bad intentions, and just one night before her 18th birthday, he tried to do something terrible. The girl was crying and screaming when her stepbrother suddenly walked into the room. The stepfather backed off in fear, and the terrified girl followed her brother to his room. Her school was over, and her brother knew everything she was going through at home. He tried to help her, but the girl felt like it was because of her and her mother that her brother's entire family had fallen apart. One night, the stepfather quietly approached her room again. Hearing the sound of his footsteps, the girl curled up in a corner in fear. To make a place for himself in this house, her brother had to endure many fights and conflicts, which left numerous scars on his body. That night, they both slept on the same bed on opposite sides of the curtain, and unknowingly, the girl grabbed her brother's shirt. 3 months later, she would have to leave this house for college. She would be safe from that man, but also far away from her brother. The next morning, as she woke up, she accidentally touched her brother's face. When he opened his eyes, she was overcome with embarrassment. Her brother found out she had lost her part-time job. There was a small office job available at his company, and he wanted to take her with him, but the stepfather was already waiting at home. Her mother was sick and had to go to the hospital every week, and that day the girl had to go with her. As she left, she bumped into a woman at the entrance of her brother's company who had brought lunch for him. The girl realized her brother wasn't just anyone. Pleased with his hard work, the company gave him an apartment, which he gave to her to stay in. He didn't even set his own fingerprint for the locket. It was only for her safety. The girl said, "I'm not afraid when you're around. The password is your birthday." Within a few days, the stepfather found out everything. Seeing a new scar on her brother's hand, the girl knew they had fought again. That same night, the stepfather followed her to the building. Her mother's messages kept coming, "Come home, or he'll hit me again." Caught between fear and helplessness, she was devastated.